All right, what is up, guys? Thank you for checking out this video. As you can see here, I created myself a little 45-degree angle stand so I could use in order to draw on. Now, this table that I'm currently having this set on, this inclines up and can lift up. However, this little edge here is not much for holding pencils. It doesn't hold anything quite well. Everything just slides right off of it. The entire desk does move up, which makes it inconvenient when I was having a laptop on here, books, reference material. Then I would have to clear everything and then try to draw a little bit and then put it back down and put all my things back on. So what I did was I made my own little version of a smaller desktop, although it's fixed. There's no adjusting this one like some you might be able to see on the internet somewhere. There's no adjusting this one. It is fixed. So let's take a look at basically how I did it. Let's check it out. Okay, this is where I'm currently at. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to the spacing on these bottom legs, what the spacing is going to be like, and how I'm gonna either screw it, glue it, brad nail it, and how I'm gonna get them into position properly. So what I think I'm gonna do is, as long as I can mold it over here a little bit more, I think I'm gonna take a thin strip of wood, or I could put across the middle. Then I can have an easier time cutting that properly. I'll have the distance that I want, whatever that distance might be, and then I can attach it in that fashion, then flip it over, be in the right position. So this is gonna be more to the front. And I'm gonna cut this down to size so it's not that bulky. It doesn't need to be. Maybe there. So about half of that distance. And then I can get it. So I'll have an easier time screwing, gluing, or nailing, however I'm gonna do it. I think screws with a dab of glue. So I think that's the route I'm gonna go. So problem fixed, because I don't have the clamps or straps or anything that I need to get these 90-degree angles glued. And I don't want to brad nail it from the other side because I don't want additional holes poking up from the top. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Problem solved. Sergeant, you approve? I'll take that as a yes. Thank you, Sergeant. Let's keep working. Okay, so here we go. This is where we're currently at. Fixed, and I glued and brad nailed these two middle beams here in the bottom. I then added the sides. I measured properly. I put, as my camera's all over the place, I made sure I put my straight edge with the edge in the front, so it'll balance properly once I lay it right side up. Same thing over here. Make sure it's touching about the edge. The back side comes here and this support beam across. And all I did was put some glue in the middle, glued these down in the middle, brad nailed with 1-inch brad nails, 18 gauge. Same thing here, you'll see the brad nails there. Brad nailed it to the side, added glue as well, glue in the bottom. I'll take off that excess glue once it's completely dry. And that's it. Well, actually I'm not completely done yet. I still need to add the bottom portion. Bottom portion. So turn this around. Don't drop it. Close to dropping it as I roam around this thing. Okay, so that's how it sits. Up at a 45-degree angle. This here is 90 degrees, making the other two 45. So now I can draw and sketch at a proper angle on my big desk. The only thing I'm missing is something here at the bottom, and I'll do this tomorrow. Not to this size, but something here in the bottom that'll hold my pencils or hold my paper. And I don't think I want to use brad nails on that front side. So I think I'll just glue it, clamp it down the best I can, let it dry. Once it's dried, the sergeant inspects it, and I'll be complete. But this is about it. I'm almost done. I can add a little bit of color to it, some kind of oil. Let it thoroughly dry, make the smell go away. I can put it inside of my desk and we can put it to use. So let's finish up this little project. Okay, so I did the brad nails. One thing I would recommend is make sure you measure from top to bottom, get it centered on there, mark on the back side exactly how far you're gonna go down, whatever you're using, whatever you do to measure. If you mark it and if you use a brad nailer or screwing, obviously you're gonna measure so you know exactly where it's gonna come out. If you use a brad nailer, ensure you know where the brad nail actually comes from when you place that nail on there, or actually the brad nailer. That way it does come out on the wood and not through the wood. I used 1-inch brad nails, so it would barely, I think it barely makes it about a quarter of an inch through the wood itself. And it should be fine. I'm not gonna be applying a lot of pressure or weight on it, nothing but maybe a pencil pen, sitting the paper on it. That's about it. So I think that's that for now. We'll clean up the glue, do some light additional sanding maybe, but clean up the glue and then apply a coat of oil, and that'll be that. Let it dry, let the smell wear off before I put it inside and put it to use. So I think that's it. A little finishing up now. Okay, so here we go. I set my little project here out in the sun. Thankfully here in South Texas we have 79-degree weather. Little sun's out. So I think it did a good job of drying it up. So now we're going to work on the second coat. Alright guys, thank you very much for checking out my video. Hopefully this gave you some ideas on how maybe you could do yours. If you follow along roughly with what I did, again, very basic, simple concepts. I got some ideas just by looking up some pictures on the internet, trying to make something simplified. I know there's some that can go, you can pull up, you can pull down, they're portable. I'm not going to be carrying this anywhere. It's going to stay fixed here in my little corner of my bedroom, little office where I can work. And if you checked out this entire video, much appreciated. Check out some of my other videos of random things, and hit that like button if you liked what you saw. Appreciate it.